this. Let's play the video game. I already started a little bit, and I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna do the thing. I already started. Oh, well. Okay, but stream's working. So, let's do it. So the thing that you missed, if you haven't already seen the intro, is there were some gods, two of them, and there was nothing, and then one of them decided I'm gonna make stuff, and then she ended up making 4 gods, and then she died, and then one of the gods decided to rise up and kill everyone else. So now we're all dealing with that. I'm here to meet with the keepers, who are just here to keep, and we're gonna try to figure out how to do some peace talks.
Herots offered protection, more than protection, an alliance. But the truth is, Prospect won. He's one of the gods. Etera made him just as she made us keepers and gave him a role by her side. He's the guardian of his people, and he does his job well. Prospect 2. He cares for his people. Like the goddess herself, he extends his heart to all who need support. He forms alliances, wanting to stand united. Meanwhile, Raya wishes to tear this world as Prospect 3. His people are warriors. Thus, I propose we accept this alliance. It is not in our nature, but we keepers have a sacred duty to uphold. Without Herod's help, our efforts might prove fruitless.
Cool. In person.
Hello, traveler. Do not dwell on regrets.
Don't care. Not there.
Thank Etera.
Etera is one of the 2 big gods that made everything dead. Just so you have the context here.
Grail was just telling me of your battle. I am Lena, one of 2. There should be more. They're gone. Balthus and I remain, and he's not here. As such, Balthus is busy checking on our sacred artifacts. We're protectors of Etera's. Not much, I'm afraid. We'll discuss. You are, and I'm sorry, but this is how. Even now, the Osprix swarm all of our sacred vaults. I've already asked Grail to check one. Could you make sure he's safe? Do this, and our alliance is secure. We'll lend our aid to Heoborria's army.
So unfortunately, it does use Diablo inventory system, which reminds me I should probably sell stuff. But yeah. I don't know what I'm supposed to be using. This lowers my damage. You know, which is nice. No dash, which is kind of. Oh, sorry. No, this not nice. I hate Diablo system. Rather, just everything takes up 1 slot, and I have a certain number. I don't want to stay. Wait. What about crushing it? forging potential. Wait, how do I forge? Fuck. Transfer. Crafting. I crush items. Unless I don't have any. I'm gonna assume I can't crush items. Probably doesn't matter. Where did she go? Over here. Shift right click. Cool. Good, maybe something over. Oh.
That's it.
Oh. Walking to do. Also, I'm playing offline right now. Start things out. Fine era, -12 BE. I don't know how to change my hotbar. Oh. No? Oh, cool, I can order them. Oh, wait. I'm a fool. The cat was in the way. Can't see behind the cat. Guess I'm big two-handy melee person, technically. Potion. Oh, probably because it dropped on the ground. I can only hold 3. The cat spotted the peacock feather. Kitty cat. Me too. Me too. So far, finally finished eating my. So far, what I'm noticing is that isn't much reason to explore, and then look, found a chest finally. So now I feel like there's a reason to explore. See, there we go. Now I got stuff. It uses the weird Diablo. Blue is lowest, yellow, or other than white, yellow is next. I wish people would stop making Diablo games and make Torchlight 2 games. Perfect. Here's a great. Um, so the biggest issue is like Torchlight 2 plus synergies really does perfectly. And everyone makes Diablo games. They don't make Torchlight games. Which is funny, because Torchlight is supposed to be a Diablo game. But it's so much better. Oh, so much better. So, like, one of the things that Torchlight does, just base Torchlight 2, is, also whenever I say Torchlight, I mean Torchlight 2, because I never actually played Torchlight 1. Is that, basically it, so when you're exploring, the towns are exactly the same, but the layouts of the places in between the major areas and then the major areas are randomized, which is great. This thing does that too. That's fine. Oh, that's all good. And then the dungeons are randomized too. But outside of every dungeon, basically, almost every dungeon, is a quest. So not only do you have a reason to go into the dungeon, but the dungeon will give you extra rewards in the form of a request. Quest completion will, gives you a story reason to go in there as well. And we'll see if this game does that, but Diablo games don't do that. Another thing that mostly comes from the Synergies mod is having a really good reason to explore the entire dungeon no matter what, even if you've already completed the objective. And that comes from it being really rewarding and worth your time to kill every single enemy on the entire map. And the way that you do that is you give people a lot of loot and you let them pick up as much fucking loot as you want, basically. And then you can still filter, get rid of all the white garbage, but like rare and above, you can crush and turn into something higher. You take 4 of them. Synergies mod does this. Take 4 of them, and then you crush them into something higher. And so then you can eventually, basically, you can get legendaries from blues. And technically, in Torchlight, there's greens that are before blues. Which I think is a better way of coloring it. Anyway, and then. Almost every single group of enemies, like if you walk into like a new group of enemies, you'll have like right here, this would be like 2 enemies is not like a group, right? But normally everywhere you go, like this I would call like a stragglers, but it kind of depends. But like if you put like 3 more people with that, yeah, like this, here's a group. So then this group would have at least 1 character who is like a special named one. And they do have the named ones. They have the ones that have like special abilities and all that stuff, and that's great. But what they need is they need to make it more often, and every single one of those things needs to drop items. It needs to drop a item at the very least. And they're harder, obviously. So that's like the big thing. So they're kind of like, imagine like a commander of a squad. And you just have those guys fucking everywhere. And the thing is that you go around, you kill shit, and you get all this loot, and sure, 90% of it's garbage. That's usually how it ends up going. Torchlight 2. You do spend a decent amount of time sorting your inventory. You don't have to, though. You can basically just say, I want to take only the shit that matters for me, like my class. I'm going to skip everything else. You can easily get away with that. But it's worth it to pick up the at least the blue stuff, because you can, oh shit, I didn't press my. I also didn't see the thing. Let me spend this thing. How does this work? How do okay. You care about this. How do I equip it? Perfect. What is this? Okay, it was just telling me I got that, I think. So so basically in Torchlight 2 with the Synergies mod, you're constantly going around and you're just killing absolutely everything because it's really fucking worth it. Getting all of that garbage is useful for you. Because you're gonna either craft it upwards, or you're going to sell it and then just get money to buy shit or whatever. But it feels really rewarding because you get all of this shit. And if you don't have this bullshit of having inventory space, like, why does an axe have to take up all this? I understand that's how an axe works. It's fucking big, bulky, it's in the way. But make it be a video game, man. I don't need this. I don't need this realism. It doesn't benefit the game. All you're doing is making me have to decide things. I would rather craft upwards. The white ones can be garbage, yes. There's no reason to keep these. It's worth $3. It's absolutely garbage. Fucking useless. I don't even need it. So, but if it's that useless, it's worth $3 and it's fucking worthless and it takes up all this space. Then why does it exist? Is it just to take up space in the loot table? I mean, you can math your way around that. I guess it feels like nothing's dropping then, which isn't great. But Cat, you're in the way. Need to figure out the loot settings. Because right now, like, there's no reason for me to have this thing turned on. So I should just loot filter. Cat, out of the way. Yitsu, would you just move out of the way? Yeah, I like being able to pick up all the items. It makes me brain feel good. I like it. It's the reason I play these kind of games, is to get loot and let me decide what to do with it. I don't like leaving loot behind because it feels like I've lost something. I don't want that. Nice. Oh, light color. Turn. Add rule. Addition. This is complex, which is nice, but by default, you should just have some default rules I can set up in like 2 seconds. That would be nice. I don't want that. Properties, normal. I want to do a negative on this. Update. Go all normal item. No. Okay. I can't do a negative. Oh, okay. Wait. Get rid of the copy. Yeah, that's done. There's the settings button. So, crafting. But how do I crush things? Rune of Shattering. Gotta spend money on it. Okay, don't show me these. Don't show me these. Do you see what I'm saying here? I don't want these to be shown. That's the point of the filter. I see you updating, and you're still showing me it. Now I gotta go Google it. Epoch, how to filter out normal items. Oh, this is useless. Basic guide. Why do I need a guide to set this up? Just get rid of these ones. I don't need them. Oh my god, I see. Oh, I don't. Add rule. Hide. Double. On. Weird. Don't get it. I don't get why I want to show. Maybe